Savannah from Namibia, hello.
Hello.
Savannah from Namibia, great to meet you. Thank you for joining us today. Could you please introduce yourself to this supranational audience?
Hello, I'm Savannah Pereira. I'm Miss Supranational Namibia 2025. Beyond the crown, I'm a visual communicator and a brand strategist with a passion for shaping narratives. My journey has been anything but conventional. Being diagnosed with dyslexia at a young age left me in a world that often didn't understand minds that think differently. The traditional educational system also left me questioning my intelligence and my potential. However, I decided to not listen to the rules of what my brain could and could not do, and I decided to rewrite the narrative. So, with a lot of determination, I learned how to work with my brain instead of against it, and today I'm living a dream I could only once dream of. This led me to starting Beyond the Dream, an initiative that focuses on raising awareness for neurodiversity and works with children who are neurodiverse, encouraging them to embrace their unique perspectives.
Wow, what an encouraging story. Thank you for sharing, Savannah. And we will get back to it later on. Meanwhile, welcome to the Super Chat and thank you for your introduction. Savannah representing Namibia, time to share some of your life stories. You wrote to us that your family story is one of courage and perseverance. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yes, so my family immigrated from Angola. My parents were both extremely young. My mum, I think she was around 7. My dad must have been maybe 10 years old. And my mum was fortunate enough to be able to live in a proper home. Her family had jobs when they came to Namibia, but my father did not. He grew up, most of his childhood was in a refugee camp. And he also had to leave school at a very young age to help support his family. And that, to me, it instilled such amazing values in me. So I've become a very hardworking person for that, and I have a great appreciation for everything in life because nothing comes easy. And yeah, so they worked extremely hard to give me the life that they could once only dream of having for themselves.
Wow, very encouraging. And there's one more encouraging part of your life that we've already touched upon during your introduction. So could you please explain how living with a learning challenge that you've had led you to your proudest accomplishment?
So, my proudest accomplishment is not only finishing at a traditional schooling system and obtaining my degree, but it's proving to myself that I am worthy and capable of my dreams. So, when I went to varsity, just a little backstory, I decided not to tell anyone that I was neurodiverse because I needed to prove to myself that I was far more than a label that anybody put onto me. So I went through 4 years of university without disclosing this information, which also meant that nobody knew. Because I didn't disclose this information, it meant that I didn't get extra time in exams. So that is something that dyslexic people do get. You get extra time in exams to go through your papers, but I didn't take it. I took the risk and I decided, no, I want to go through
Wow.
it without a label. So I ended up finishing top 4 in my degree, and I did
Wow.
it without anybody knowing that I was dyslexic because I needed to prove to myself that I was more than that label. I wanted to be seen as just a normal person.
Wow. So encouraging. And thank you very much, Savannah, for sharing this story with us. I think you've just encouraged many, many people in their lives by just sharing this story. So thank you for that. And now it's time to discuss pageantry with Savannah from Namibia. So Savannah, if you had a short amount of time, say 30 or 40 seconds, to tell someone who saw you with a crown and sash, but has never heard about the concept of pageantry. So how would you explain your involvement in pageantry to people like this?
So, this is actually something that I often face because in Namibia, pageantry isn't huge. So when I do explain to someone, I explain that there's purpose behind the crown. You are here to be a voice for the voiceless, and you're here to make sure that those who feel unseen feel valued. They feel like their opinions, their voices, they matter. That is your role. Your role is to be a servant to the people. Yes, you do photo shoots and you wear beautiful gowns, but that is 1% of what pageantry is. Pageantry is about being an ambassador, It's about making sure that you lead with your heart and you lead with kindness and you put your best foot forward. And as I say with Miss Supranational especially, it's about embodying resilience and being so confident in your voice, because you have to become a light for those who feel as though they are in the dark. They need to be able to see themselves in your journey.
Thank you. Great answer, Savannah. Very deep and profound. Thank you very much for sharing your life stories and your opinions and your ideas with our audience. And we're very excited to welcome you to Poland in June.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm excited to be there.
Thank you, Savannah, and see you soon.